Hi, it's James Hayden. Hey, I am coming to you from Lefkada, Greece. Beautiful sea behind. It's been an amazing time. I want to speak today about a couple of things. Some really big discovery. The headlines, or what I would talk about, is we all have stuff. The longer I've lived, the more I realize everybody faced trauma in their life, and you have a choice. Every day you have a choice to be who you are. Not an easy thing to do. That you can let it define and refine, or you can let it break you. I've seen that with so many people happen. And those things we look at as inadequacies in our lives can be the power or the fire. And I'll tell you my own story. So I was adopted at birth. 20 years ago, I met my birth mother. She was reluctant, really couldn't figure out who the birth father was. Just recently, I got tests back from ancestry, from DNA, and it led to a discovery of birth relative and of my birth father, who that is. So along the way, what I know is there was a strong possibility that sexual assault was involved in my birth. My birth mother's mother, my birth grandmother, attempted to abort me with quinine, and that's a very different story than I imagined my life was, or my parents would be. The other part to it too is we all have inadequacies, or maybe there are things we don't have where we compensate on things. Now, these discoveries and results were amazing, but I can't begin to tell you the peace and the motivation I've had. So instead of being weighed down by these discoveries, I found myself growing stronger, actually. Each piece of my story, no matter how difficult it was, has really become a foundation for who I am. I learned to embrace my past without letting it define me, as I mentioned. The sense of inadequacy really fueled a relentless drive I had, where most of my career I've been able to, and I've outworked and outperformed most people in business. And now this knowledge has really created a peace and a self-acceptance. I'm grateful for my life, for the challenges that have shaped me, and the opportunity that each new day brings, and I can choose who I want to be. I think this is a really important lesson. So you can redefine yourself every day. And as I mentioned, I've become strong, resilient, and really full of gratitude. Ego gone for the journey that brought me here. And my journey has taken me beyond the borders of my upbringing. Along the way, I've developed a unique, almost prescient talent for identifying potential, building companies in diverse corners of the world. Like, I've worked in Ukraine, England, Mexico, Guatemala, New Zealand. Each one of these new countries brought its own challenges and opportunity, but my ability to sense where innovation and talent intersect seemed to sharpen with every venture. I was really fortunate to be able to do this, and again, came from what I felt was inadequacy in the past. So I've always believed that adversity can be the soil from which extraordinary strengths grow. Humans who are deficient in one area often develop compensating strengths, sometimes in ways that defy conventional expectation. Let me give you some examples. Craig McCaw, Richard Branson, both dyslexic, business geniuses who read really all the rules for their industries. Some others that are autistic are Elon Musk, Messi, the soccer player. Their stories remind me that what some may call a weakness can be the very foundation of greatness. So reflecting my own path, I realized that my trauma and inadequacies weren't just obstacles, they were catalysts. They forced me to look at the world differently, to find solutions where others only saw problems, and to build resilience where others might have given up. And I'm really grateful for that. The compensating strengths I developed, adaptability, empathy, and a relentless drive to succeed, have become my greatest assets. Through every setback and every triumph, I've learned that my most powerful force, and the most powerful force we have as humans, is our capacity to overcome. My story's still being written, but I know this much: the challenges I faced didn't break me. They shaped me into the entrepreneur and leader I am today, with a vision that spans the globe and the strength to bring it to life. Peace.